That's better. Welcome to day 3 of the Tunnel Barn Farm Spring Spectacular. You find me on new peg 17 today. I'm looking to have a good third day of the festival. Fingers crossed that's what it's going to be. I think the guy that was here yesterday, Craig Meadows, he had 60 odd pound, came second in the section. I think he lost out to peg 1. I'm not too sure. My peg section today runs from peg 1 round to 17. Just run through some tactics and rigs for the day. Firstly, my edge line. I think my edge is going to be super important today. Try and catch some carp down this left hand edge. I've got 2 rigs made up for it. I've got a white hydro 017 013 to a size 16 Kaizen hook, and I've got a sister rig, as I would call it, which is on a grey hydro 017 to 015, in case I can visibly see that there's a load of carp down there. Starting rig is going to be a meat short line top kit plus 1 017 013 4x14 float bulk 1 dropper size 16 Kaizen hook, and I've got a fish it out there rig on top kit plus 3. I can fish either to that pot to the right, pot to the left, or to the right in front of Jimmy. So that's the plan. Start short, feed the edges, look for carp, and try and catch them. Let's see how we get on. Side tray, just cover it off. Micros, ground bait. I've got micros in the ground bait. I've got some worms. They might be doing me some business today. 6mm pellets, 4mm pellets, maggots and meat, and I've got a load of meat and loads of maggots behind me. If I don't catch today, then I have a kind of terrible day. I can just watch these 3 amazing anglers that are in front of me: Christian Jones, Jimmy Brooks and Dale Shepherd, all sitting in this bowl together. It'll be interesting to see how they fish it. I suspect Christian will fish left on his edge, in front of him, maybe out to the pots. I think Dale's going to fish short edge and pots. I don't know what Jimmy's going to do. The pot's too far, so maybe down to the platform to his right, edge to his left, don't know. There we go. It's got to be ready. Right, let's get the ground bait ready. I'll put a nice little ball and a bunch of loose ground bait. Just that much, and then I'll put a load of maggots over the top as well. I'm going to fish 3 or 4 maggots on the hook, or a dendrobina worm on a size 14 Kaizen. That's the hooter, and we are off. Got a board of micros and then half a pot of maggots. It's not the conventional way of starting fishing at an F1 venue, but new pool where I am today, it's got a lot of carp in it, so you're okay. Right, that's all that bait fed. I'll start short on meat. see what the lake's gonna bless me with in terms of fish. Just going to start on top kit +1. There's been a lot of meat fishing over the last 2 days. They haven't caught so well on meat on new pool, but you're able to sort out a better quality stamp of fish by fishing meat, so you get less bites. You have to wait a little bit longer, be a bit more patient. It might be foul hooked, but it's either that or it picked up my dropper. One of the two. Okay, see the foul. It's a carp. Gonna hold it, let the white hydro do its thing. So what are we? Half hour in, got 2 fish in the net. Just over a pound each, I guess. I lost a carp, which might have been foul hooked. And the ducks have eaten all my bait down the edge, so there's still bites to be had on this meat line though. The wind is a bit horrible, so fishing maggots long might be a little bit all over the place, so I'm just wondering if I could stay on this meat line for longer, keep building it, and then think about feeding Medge again. I'm just conscious that the 3 ducks have moved off to the other side of the lake, but they can still see me, so if I dump bait down there again, they're going to come straight back. So, stay here for a bit longer, I think. yesterday I couldn't hit the bites. It's really deep water and I was struggling a little bit. And today, foul looking fish. Maybe I'm just bringing too many fish in the peg. I need to slow down with the feed a little bit. There's a technique and a skill to feeding meat, and I think practice and doing it quite often is what gets you proficient at it. It's not as simple as pots of meat in, sit on it, get a bite. It's certainly not as simple as that. Yeah, that could just be the fish have been a bit scatty today. I'm thinking about making a change. The skimmer turns up. That might help me make the change. That might explain some of the difficulties I'm having. I don't see my duck friends, so let's try that again. Now I'm going to fish. Going to move the switch in out here for a minute. I'll keep feeding that line short. I can protect my edge line as I fish out here if the ducks choose to come. Right, so we've just come up to the hour mark. I've got £5 on the net, on the clicker. Maybe £5, £6. But there's certainly some fish to be had on this maggot line. I'm trying to defend my edge line from the ducks. We're now coming in as a gang of 3. He's not stupid, he's trying to get in there while I'm playing a fish. Plan is to catch a bunch of fish out here, get a good amount of bait going in, get a good head of fish on this line, keep feeding this meat line, and then come in the edge and try and catch some monster carp. Quarter one, little update then. I've started short on meat. I think I fouled it to carp, missed a load of bites, had a couple of fish. Didn't feel right. I fed my left hand edge at the start, ducks came and ate everything, so that wasn't very good. And then I've decided to fish long so I could feed my left hand edge again. whilst fishing out here. I've had a bunch of small little fish. I've got £15 on the clicker, which isn't fantastic. 60 odd pound I think was a good weight in the section yesterday, so it's a bit colder today and a bit more ripple, but I'm not quite sure what sort of weight we're aiming for. Christian opposite me, he's on peg 1. He's had quite a few lot better fish, but I have no idea what they're catching to my right. I've not watched, so in terms of the rest of the section I really don't know. I'm banking on catching a bunch of carp down the edge. I'm going to go down there in a minute for a first look. If there's nothing there, then I'll just put some more ground bait down there and hopefully get a few a little bit later on. I'm still feeling meat in front of me. I can also have a look there. There's another option, but I'm shivering in this weather today. And the last 2 days of having t-shirt with sun cream on. Just shows how cold this wind is. Right, get down this edge, 4 maggots. See if anything's there. Grey hydro, 017, 015. I'm just trying to catch a carp. You watch catch a perch. It's time, 1 o'clock. So 2 hours in, I've got £18 on the clicker. I've just watched that float get knocked around like there was a carp there. Or an F1, I guess. But something's just pushed my rig. Come on. It's not a carp. It's that little baby carp. Craig Meadows, when you said to me there was carp down this edge, I didn't think you meant one's that big. Right, where's your mum and dad? I like that. That's comedy gold, that is. Coming down the edge looking for some carp. Go away, duck, I'm fishing the peg. not a big carp. It's another carp though. Oh, that's brilliant. There's carp down this edge, Graham. It's bigger though. Right, where's the next one then? So we're just coming up to 1:45. I've got £24 on the clicker. I've had some fish down this left hand edge, but they're all tiny. Well, they're not tiny, probably the best fish I've had of the day, but it's not the stamp I want down there. I want some carp. So I'm just going to keep the same thing up. I'm going to feed the 3 lines. I'm going to keep trying to come down here and catch some carp. Maybe it's going to come good later today. Oh, teach a duck. So it's not terrible, is it? Do you know what I mean? £6 in a couple of fish. Definitely worth just keep chucking meat down here all day. At this time of year, I think. Don't give up on it. Just keep chucking 2 cubes in. Although I keep chucking 4 cubes in. I seem unable to pick out 2. If you're watching this on the replay, then thanks for watching. If you're already subscribed to the channel, then that's awesome. I really appreciate it. If you want to give it a like, that's even better. And if you're not subscribed, then you know, why not? It's a free way to support the channel, and I really appreciate it. It helps get fishing in front of more people. It's really great. I've had some awesome comments from people saying, you know, they haven't been fishing in years and now they're thinking of doing it again just because they watched me on a live or something like that. So yeah, hit the subscribe button, turn the notifications on, and you can watch me on live. I think the key to this meat fishing is you only chuck a couple of bits in because you only want a couple of fish there. If you put too much bait in, you bring too many fish in. Two bits. So you want just 2 bits to keep them interested. Bear in mind that the meat never disappears if it's not eaten right. It's not like maggots. Little indication then. I'm torn between striking and lifting. I was talking about a lot about it yesterday. Talking to people this morning about it. A lot of people strike, but my ratio of hitting bites is not enough. And I've done both today, struck and lifted. There I lifted, felt the fish, boom boom boom, fish is off. So I think that could be just where I, you know, not foul looking it. There's that. It's a nice little dink, lift it up, and I've hooked it. And there's definitely fish ripping up that ground bait to the left. But these are worth catching. Duck, shh. Duck's jumped in on the edge peg. Good job, duck. Well, I think it's been spooked by some fish. Feels better. go. Look at that. Right, well, that's been an interesting match in 3 days. I've got £34 on the clicker. I'm not sure how good or bad that is today in terms of my judgment, but that's what I've got. I'll just go over how I've caught. Started short on meat down there, top kit +1, caught a few fish, missed a load of bites, didn't feel it was quite right, so I fed the edge to the left, and I've gone out trying to catch some fish in the middle on maggots. Ducks come in and trash me edge peg, so I've carried on maggots. I've carried on fishing this meat line, feeding it. I've caught fish on it throughout the day, so it's been pretty consistent. I just need some more confidence at it, but unfortunately that's the end of the festival and I won't be doing it probably again until next year. So very interesting. I'm glad I could stream on the last day. I'll just say, if you've managed to be here and you're not subscribed, then please consider hitting the subscribe button. I really appreciate it. It helps the channel and gives me a little endorphin boost when I see that number of subscribers go up, I must say. So I'm not going to film the weigh-in. I generally don't do it. I'm not going to do it today, but you will see where I finished. I'll post the weigh sheet, and as I said, I've got £64 on the clicker. That's an erroneous one, so something like that. All right, so thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one, and you'll know the final results for the competition before I do. Anyway, that's it. I'll catch you later.